call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Ncaa26 Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Syracuse Orange, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Horned Frogs will kick it off to get us underway. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's low. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. Those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Looking down the middle. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Looking downfield on first down. Quick completion on the out. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment there. Right on the money. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Right down the middle. Finds the big tight end. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Syracuse looked to be in dire straits to start this drive, but now they've got some room to operate. Back's looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Cuse. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Takes a handoff. It's Cuevas. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back. 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. He might want another play. On third down, he drops to throw. He's got the tight end. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He's got great speed. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Now on the move. Oh, he's got some space. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Syracuse right back at it. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Hart. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Lost to throw again. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Syracuse. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. TCU 0. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. on the ground. It's Cuevas. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. The quick out. Touchdown Orange. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He gets a block. Got a little room. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Under fire. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Rush is on him. Time to take a shot. And he dropped it. Oh, what a missed opportunity. Nobody around. Just had too much time to think about it. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the air on 1st down. Going for it all. Makes a grab on the shot. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. We've come to the break, and it's Syracuse on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Hart. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Quickly complete. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Syracuse looked to be in dire straits to start this drive, but now they've got some room to operate. Motion from the back. Quarterback keeper. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Cuse! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Cuevas. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Already find a hole in that secondary. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They'll run the screen. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
Surging forward on the sneak. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Man, you feel pretty good about a quarterback sneak most of the time. Such a short yardage play. I just got to find a little crease and get through it. But this defense was more than ready for it. Built that wall up front. Nowhere to go. No push. Big stop by the D.
Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Coffee. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's low. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
On the set.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Let's go.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds the tight end. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. They want to get this defense on its heels. Gonna look downfield again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Back to pass. Makes the grab outside. It's Hart. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. They just can't seem to cover this guy. He keeps getting open, even when he's running out of space on the sideline.
Yeah, running out of space, they're still going to feature him. They see the matchup, and look at the balance and the coordination and just knowing where I'm out on the field to get the feet in bounds and secure the catch. What a play and what a day for this young man.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the tight end was a big part of this offense. You've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Henson. Touchdown, Syracuse. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the 1st half.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Gonna let it fly. He's got it on the outside. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And the Horned Frogs moving quickly to the line. Quarterback making adjustments. Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
He needed a little late boost from the crossbar, but he gets it to go through.
All the bounces going the kicker's way right here. That was just at about the extent of his distance for a field goal, and the crossbar helped him out, putting 3 up on the board.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Makes the grab over the middle. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
35, TCU 6.
Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. So now it's second and long. On the run, it's Cuevas.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It's complete on the right side. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Hey, listen, as a receiver, you're running that hitch route against man coverage. You can't loaf on it, right? I know it's just a little short throw, but you've got to make the defender think you might be going deep. So a nice job not just taking it easy on the play. He put his foot in the ground, he drove back to the ball, and made it easy on his quarterback.
On fourth down, going to the air. Makes a catch, first down and maybe a lot more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. To the air on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Across the 25, he's got room. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Turning it on. Lowers those pads. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Orange.
In the end zone.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
He'll bring it out. It's later. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
To the air on second down. Quickly to the tight end.
A nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he wants it all. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He'll try to take it back. Out of bounds at the 18, and man, do they have great field position now. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Just drives it between the uprights. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
TCU.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Still on his feet at the 45. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Horned Frog. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and we love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Tennessee has just had no answers today. Both sides of the ball look like all the smoggy smoke on Rocky Top has been in their eyes since kickoff. They're trailing by 14 to West Virginia. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Trying to get behind the defense. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looking to fire. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds.
Well, they're able to complete the hitch throw against man coverage, and hey, quarterback's got to be able to get it to him quickly because he knows that defender's going to be driving on the ball. So really nice job not hesitating, getting it to him, and then he gets what he can get after the catch.
Fires to the tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Cuse.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And right down the middle. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Slater. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Horned Frogs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He'll take another shot here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a 1st down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down.
Yankee Blue, Cobra.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Henson. Crosses the 30. He's got away. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Throws for the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it. 1st down and more. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man on the right. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find...
Touchdown, TCU! A great catch and run for 6.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success, because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it. You
can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Second down, he'll throw it. Pulls it in. It's Hart. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Orange with a ton of options available on second and short. Wants to go up top. He's going for a big play downfield. Wide open, he makes the catch.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
He wants to throw it again. Using his feet to buy time. Fires to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Looking to get it in. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Syracuse looked to be in dire straits to start this drive, but now they've got some room to operate. Looking for the score. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the...
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Touchdown, Orange. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. Kansas is comfortably ahead on the scoreboard right now. Frankly, the kind of lead we're used to seeing inside Fog Allen Fieldhouse with the Jayhawks. They're up by 28 over Air Force. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be... Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to swing it on second down. Complete to the left. At the 45, on his way. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. To the air on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
He's got it and still on his feet. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, and make plays.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Pressure coming. Stands in and takes the hit. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's low. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own play.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Here's a throw downfield late. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. He's looking downfield to throw. He wants a big play here late. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 6 remaining on the clock.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right?
How about this? A fake. After the 3rd down incompletion, the punt unit is on the field. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did